gonna have me a night out in Salt Lake City tonight. Okay, so this is gonna be part of my trip. So the kids are to bed now, and I can kind of go out a little bit and move around a little. I wanted to go Saturday, but they had these protests and so forth. And I'm riding on the Interstate 15 in downtown Salt Lake. I'm gonna get ready to get off here. Okay, so this city has about 1.5 million people here. I think it was founded in the late 1800s, the latter part of 1800s by the Mormons. Okay, there was already Indians here, and they finally decided they want to settle here. So in this state, it's mainly like Mormons and LDS. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to get off here in a minute and go around the city. We'll probably just take a look at some landmarks here. And I might go to a bar, have a couple of beers or something. All right, so here's like the skyline off to the right there. Okay, so these are one of the main drags. So they don't do like the number of the streets or whatever. Okay, they do like it's different. It's like 600. So that will represent like 60th Street. Okay, or like 1,000. Okay, represent like 100th Street, okay, or 2200, like 22nd Street. All right, so they'll do that north, south, east, and west. I think right now this is 400 north, I believe. Okay, so this is a fairly conservative city here. The beers are weak, okay, but Utah is a great place to raise families and so forth, large families. So, all right. Actually, we crossed over John Stockton Boulevard. That was the basketball player. So, okay. But we're trying to go like to the main drag or whatever. Okay, like State Street, and we ride up State Street to where the Capitol is. This is like a little district over here where they got like banks and they got restaurants, the little pub style joints at. Okay, and I remember doing reading a history book about the Mormons. Actually, they come out of the Second Great Awakening in the latter part of the 1800s. Okay, and it was many groups that came out of that movement, but it was a kind of a mutant group, and they were in Massachusetts when all this happened. And for whatever reason, I don't think that they were getting what they wanted. And I do know that they migrated to Illinois. Okay, they had some problems out there in northern Illinois. One of the leaders of the Mormons got killed. Okay, so they ended up leaving. Okay, headed further out west. And there was another guy that his name was Brigham Young that took over that group and so forth. And they led them all the way out here to Salt Lake City. So I guess they felt like this was an ideal place. So I guess they decided to settle here. And I think this is somewhere around like 1875, 1880, around that time. So, yeah. So that's that. And just riding around. Like I say, it's nothing special. I think off to the left here is like a mall. Okay, but Salt Lake City, believe it or not, has got a bad homeless problem. Okay, like I was surprised on how many homeless were out here, especially right around the mall. Okay, so again, we're looking at here like a mall to the left. I guess they call it Convention Center, and Mall. I don't know what this is right here, but I was headed up to the Capitol building. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this so I can save some time. All right, so I'm on 100 South. Okay, so I guess these streets are going to go down. Okay, and I guess they meet up at a certain point. They center off, and then I guess they start back up. Like if it's south, and when you go north, and as you go to, I guess, to a lower number, then it's going to start like north. So I'm on. This is the main drag in State Street. This is US 89. Okay. And this goes up to the Capitol building. I'm going to enlarge this a little bit so you can be able to see it. Okay. This is Temple Street. Okay, so they have some historic stuff. I think some of these buildings are like Victorian style, because I think being from this group comes from Massachusetts. Okay, so a lot of that culture is probably from like England or like Germany. Okay, so they took a lot of that culture with them over here to Salt Lake. Now I do know a lot of their bars are like pub style, so you could have like a mug of beer. You could have what else? Like different type of soup and stuff like that. I think some of these restaurants, they make like shepherd's pie, and see that's a dish that they make in Great Britain. So we're coming up on State Street right now, and these are some beautiful houses. I'll be willing to bet that these houses were like, they've done a lot of gold here. And they're probably wealth that were passed down probably for what, maybe six generations. Okay, these are some beautiful houses, and this is late at night, and maybe I'll try to get a better shot during the day. Okay, but here's the state building, and actually they have police over here. They have state police over here. I didn't expect. I thought these protests would be pretty much over with now. Okay, so I'm gonna ride around the state building. But yeah, I see some protesters over here. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna get out for a minute, and I think I'm going to do a little footage. Okay, and hopefully I won't get ran out of here. Okay, I didn't know there was a curfew, so I'm going to probably have to end this video here. So I'm going to be here for a little while. Here's the protesters over here. Okay, and the state police. Okay, so I'm going to have to, okay, I think they're going to do this at 10 p.m. All right, so I'm going to have to head back to Ogden. Okay, so we could probably do this and go over this to the Mormon building. I don't know what this is over here. This is probably like the city hall. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go on and head on home here. I'm gonna have to get some footage, y'all, later. Okay, because it's my understanding it's like a 8 o'clock curfew, and I thought that curfew was lifted actually today. Okay, so I don't know how long they're gonna do this curfew for. I'm thinking probably for a few more days. That's what I'm guessing. Wow. But on the way up here, they got some pretty houses up here. That's for sure. All right. I'll probably do a little footage tomorrow. Okay, and if you guys like this video, feel free to subscribe. Okay, I have to cut this short before I end up getting my ass arrested. Okay, until next time, ladies and gentlemen.